quarterback situation like? Jack inch a little ahead, maybe?
No, we have just a process that we're going through. So we've been rotating guys, and we'll have a scrimmage tomorrow, and we'll keep going through the process that we're going through and see how it all works out.
Have you been pleased with the group as a whole? Sorry.
Huh?
Have you been pleased with the group as a whole?
Yeah, it's a guys are working and everything else, and we'll just continue to go the way that we have gone, and probably won't make an announcement until game day.
Have things progressed as a whole, the whole team, a weekend at camp? Are you where you want to be?
Yeah, I'm pleased with where we're at. The guys have worked extremely hard. They understand what they have to do. Tomorrow's going to be a big day in terms of our scrimmage to separate some things even more. But yeah, I've been pleased with what we've been able to accomplish so far.
Randy, has the competition been what you hoped it would be at all the spots?
You don't have guys taking themselves out of practice. Guys are pushing because they know if they aren't out here practicing, somebody's got to take their job. So yeah, the competition has been really good, and each guy pushing each other, offense pushing defense, defense pushing the offense, and guys working like crazy to secure a position to be on the travel squad or be in the two deep and get on the field and contribute.
Back into the defense seems a little different than previous years. What do you like in the safety spot?
Again, we got four guys competing there for the job. Jaylon and Durante and Diamond and Malik. So again, it's all good competition, and like I said, we'll see a little bit more tomorrow. And the good thing I like about it is you have depth, that if somebody does go down or somebody beats somebody out that might have been a number one, it tells you that you're where you want to be.
You're finally seeing these guys hit the field for really the first time since everything has come down. Tell me what you've liked the most about what you expected to see out of them and what you didn't expect to see.
Well, I think the one thing is they've come ready to practice each and every day and get better. That's one thing that I have seen. Now, 1 or 2 days we might have not had the great execution consistently throughout the practice you like, but that happens because sometimes the defense will get the better of the offense, or the offense will get the better of the defense. But I've been encouraged, and I like the fact that guys are coming out here busting their tails, working to get better. And like I said, the competition has been really good. And in terms of the install, they've been good with that in terms of the things that we're doing. And like I said, after this scrimmage, we'll start to see some separation and put together where we'll, have a little bit more of a two deep type of a situation.
How's the offensive line kind of progressed in terms of finding the right tackle and people,
Good. I think we have, as I said before, I think there's 11 guys that, and when I say 11 guys, there's 11 guys that can actually play. And yeah, we have in our minds guys who are the ones, guys that are the twos, and who are the guys that can do different things. But again, it's just a matter of continued repetition. We've been able to really have the same 5 guys, working on, with the ones and the twos so far, and so you get that continuity of working together. And that's part of the thing after this scrimmage, is to be able to get that. And then, with the quarterback situation, same thing. If we can get guys to do that, where you're getting more familiar, same thing with the receivers. So again, it's gonna break itself down here, like I said, after tomorrow.
With the quarterbacks, obviously you wanted to avoid the big mistake, the picks, the fumbles, etc. That was obviously a little bit of an issue the last season you played. Can you simulate that in practice enough where you get a feeling of who's going to be the safest sort of?
Yeah, I think you can, because again, the way we practice, and we're trying to duplicate the game speed, and so yeah, you get a real good feel for that. But again, it's the same thing. It's just, and that's why if you do it in practice, then when you get to the game, guys don't get flustered, and they don't get out of a rhythm. So we're trying to duplicate that as much as we can by going as hard as we can, in practice, and put the pressure on them here, so then the games, can be a little bit easier for them. But again, I think the one thing is that everybody's had an opportunity to play before, and and now they've gotten bigger and stronger, and so they have more experience. So again, it's just a matter of guys understanding that you have people who can help you at that position, quarterback position. You don't have to do it all by yourself.
You're talking, I'm seeing your starting left tackle captain, Ryan Vandenberg, just running with a weighted jacket on. Something we haven't seen in years past. Is that just confirmation of guys like really taking ownership of this team?
Yeah, they've done a good job. Like I said, there was, one or two instances, in the first, 8 practices that we've had so far where, I've had to remind them just a little bit, but it hasn't been, it's been good, and again, yesterday, the first day outside in pads, in a long time, in some heat too, because you don't get the heat in the winter and everything else, and even in the spring. So, that was just a little bit of an adjustment and everything. But no, I've been pleased with everything that's gone on so far, and been pleased that, we've stayed pretty much injury free, and, hopefully we can continue to do that.
In the media day, you talked about how excited the guys were about finally sort of taking to the field and things of that nature. How do you keep them focused even with Fresno State a few weeks away?
Well, again, we're nowhere near where we want to be yet, and they got to understand that they just have to keep focusing one day at a time on getting better at all the fundamentals, the technique, the execution, those things. And again, you can't put the cart before the horse, and so you got to prepare to get yourself to that day, so when that day comes, you're ready. And like I said, they've been focused, and they know what we have to do, and we're not good enough to go from A and skip B, C, D, and E and get to F. We can't do that, and they understand that. So from that standpoint, they've stayed focused.
How's Forster still in the mix?
No, he decided to move on. Okay. He's left the team, and he's going to transfer.
Special teams is a big part of a football team, obviously. Are you confident in your kicking, your specialists?
I will be when we have to play. No, Joe McFadden is everything that we thought he was. Hayden's getting more consistent. Noel Rulis is challenging. So again, Joe's a guy that could do both for us. But no, I'm going to be confident in whoever we end up putting out there, and again, it's the same thing. I think they're going to have good people around them, so they just execute, let everybody else take care of their business.
And on the return game, it seems you have a lot more options this year in the return.
Yeah, we've some of these young guys have some speed, have a lot of speed and athleticism. So, Cam will probably just be the punt returner for us. He's not going to return kicks for us. I already made that decision. But I'm pleased with the options that we have at kickoff return.